Get in! Wasn't that fantastic, guys? You know, seriously, what a brilliant result today. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I feel absolutely on top of the world right now. You know, what are your basic thoughts, basically, guys? What are your sort of overriding thoughts at this moment in time? Now, I don't know about you, but I didn't really hold fear going to Old Trafford today. But, you know, I certainly never saw us winning 3-0, and as comfortably as we did today at Old Trafford, it could have comfortably been 4, 5 or 6 as well. We were so good today. First and foremost, let's just have a quick look at this, you know, the Liverpool team that started against United today. It was Simon Mignolet, Glenn Johnson, Daniel Agger, Martin Skirtle, John Flanagan, Joe Allen, Jordan Henderson, Steven Gerrard, Luis Suarez, Daniel Sturridge and Raheem Sterling. So the only change to our starting 11 from the game, from the lineup that started the game against Southampton 2 weeks ago, was Sterling in for Philippe Coutinho. And an inspired change it proved to be as well, because Raheem Sterling caused United's defenders all sorts of problems today with his pace. And I think that's why Brendan Rodgers went with him up front, you know, in a front three trio alongside Luis Suarez and Daniel Sturridge, is for the raw pace on the counter-attack against United. It was always going to cause them some severe problems. And problems it certainly caused. This is now a second 3-0 win on the bounce, both away from home at St Mary's and Old Trafford, aka Old Graveyard. And it certainly was a graveyard today when thousands of United so-called fans started getting up and walking out before the full-time whistle, with us in such a commanding, fantastic position. But 2 clean sheets as well, guys, in a row, which is so important, you know, with us having so much criticism coming in, you know, aimed at us due to the fact that we haven't kept that many clean sheets this season and we've been shipping too many goals. But we've kept 2 clean sheets in a row now, both away from home, and I think that's a good sign of progress. And Martin Skirtle was immense today at the back, really, really good. And again, he's one player that had come under a lot of criticism lately in terms of, you know, tugging players' shirts, you know, conceding penalties, own goals, etc. And Martin Skirtle had come under a real lot of criticism. And I think now that we're sort of settled with the back four for a few games, I think that we've looked more settled and better defensively as a result. And I mean, we limited Manchester United to a single shot on target today. And that was Wayne Rooney's shot in the first half that was well saved by Simon Mignolet. It was a fantastic stop. But that was the only shot that they had on target all game. And, you know, when you look at the likes of the players that they've got in their team, in Robin Van Persie, Wayne Rooney, Joan Mata and then Marouane Fellaini, and the cost of all those players, you'd say that Man United should be doing a lot better. But that's full credit to our players. We were fantastic and we really kept United out the game. We dominated from pretty much word go. The midfield battle, which was so pivotal according to Brendan Rodgers before the game, we absolutely won. We were very, very good today. I mean, in terms of the stats, we had 52% possession to United's 48%. And whilst people may think that that's insignificant, not many sides go to Old Trafford and have more possession. I think perhaps only Arsenal tend to go to United and claim more possession, and they are a ball-keeping side. Shots, United did have a total of 13 shots to our 17, but as I've already stated, they only managed 1 on target to our 7. In terms of corners, we had 4 to United's 3. A really funny tweet that I read only a few minutes ago was Wayne Rooney's tweet, and he said, what he had to say for himself and for United, "It's a nightmare. It's one of the worst days I've ever had in football, and long may they continue, guys. Long may they continue. I wish lots of horrible days for Wayne Rooney." You know, it was so funny because all the United fans were chanting, you know, like, "You scouse bastards," this, that and the other, "You scouse bastards," etc. But it's so funny because, you know, let's not forget their best player is a Scouser and they pay him $300,000 a week. So, you know, they actually, United fans today chanted some vile things about Hillsborough as well. Keeping it classy as always, guys, eh? But hey, we won 3-0, courtesy of 2 Steven Gerrard penalties and a Luis Suarez strike right near the end of the match, 82 minutes in. Rafael De Silva, United player, filthy, cheating scumbag. He was very, very lucky to remain on the pitch. He threw in a really horrible tackle on Steven Gerrard before our first penalty in the first half. That was given a yellow card by Mark Clattenburg that should blatantly have been a red. It was seriously, it was a very just, you know, two-footed, disgusting tackle. And for me, it was a red card that wasn't given. He then handballed in the penalty area deliberately, only a couple of minutes later, and wasn't given a second yellow card, or what I felt should have been a straight red, because it was deliberate handball, guys. But hey, you know, Rafael da Silva ended up playing the full 90 minutes. Could have been sent off in the second half as well, but wasn't. But let's not dwell on sendings off. Let's just focus on Steven Gerrard. 34th minute, he had a penalty, and he sent David De Gea the wrong way, and scored to his left-hand side. Fantastic penalty. That put us 1-0 up. That's how it remained till half-time. Second half, 25 seconds into the start of the second half, Phil Jones hauled down Joe Allen. That gave us a second penalty, which Steven Gerrard duly dispatched again. Same side, David De Gea guessed right, but Steven Gerrard poked it right into the corner, which left David De Gea with no chance at saving the penalty. Fantastic penalty, and it brought out Steven Gerrard's now infamous and trademark kiss of the camera, where he ran over to the camera and gave it a kiss after putting Liverpool 2-0 up. Fantastic to see. That's, well, 5 years on after doing the same in 2009 when we won 4-1 in that fantastic performance at Old Trafford. But you know what a brilliant trademark celebration for Steven Gerrard. We got a third penalty, Nemanja Vidic on Daniel Sturridge. We have to be honest, I felt that it was a bit of a dive by Daniel Sturridge, and Nemanja Vidic was sent off for a second yellow card. That United down to 10 men. Steven Gerrard took the penalty and hit it against the post, so he missed the third one. But you know what, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, guys, is it? 2 out of 3, certainly not bad from Mr. Dependable and Captain Fantastic. What is worth noting is that the penalties that Liverpool received today were the first penalties that Manchester United had awarded against them at Old Trafford since December 2011. And it's the first time that United have ever had 2 or more penalties awarded against them at Old Trafford in the Premier League ever. Which just goes to show you how much we were getting in and around their box, guys, you know, to be able to create enough opportunities, you know, whereby United players were sticking out legs and fouling Liverpool players in the penalty box. It just goes to show how much pressing we were doing in United's final third to force such errors. You know, but really, guys, and then Luis Suarez as well scored in the 82nd minute of the game after Daniel Sturridge took a shot. It was parried, and Luis Suarez controlled it excellently and hit it into the bottom corner. Fantastic goal again for Luis Suarez, and it came literally a minute after David De Gea had pulled off arguably the save of the season at point-blank range from our Luis. Fantastic save, and then obviously Suarez scored a minute later to wrap up a 3-0 win. And it was as convincing as the scoreline suggests, guys. It really could have been 5 or 6. We were wonderful. I thought that we would win the game. I thought we'd win 2-1 or 3-1, you know, but I didn't think that the performance would be as convincing as it was, and we really were very, very good. Now, it's really onwards and upwards, guys. We have 9 games left, and I don't know about you, but I've stopped looking behind us now at the likes of Spurs, Everton, United. You know, we're now a whopping 14 points clear of United, and doesn't that feel amazing? It's brilliant, and I don't fear United now in terms of top 4. 27 points left to play for, and I don't think we're going to slip up that badly. Touch wood there. Touch wood to let United anywhere near us now for top 4. So 9 games left. We've got Cardiff away next. And really, our fate's in our own hands, guys. I believe that we do have a very big chance now of securing perhaps our first Premier League title and our first title for 24 years. We've got Chelsea to play at Anfield. We've got a game in hand on Chelsea still. If we win that game in hand, we go 1 point behind Chelsea. Chelsea have Arsenal to play next weekend. We've got Chelsea and City to play at Anfield. City have to play Arsenal. They've got to play Everton as well. So, and then they've still got to play us. So City have some big games coming up themselves. So there are plenty of points there still to be played for, plenty of points that could be dropped. We arguably have our fate in our own hands in the sense that we have Chelsea, Spurs and City all to come to Anfield. You know, I think if we win all 9 of our games, guys, which is a really hard feat, that is, obviously. But if we can win all 9 of those games, I firmly believe that we can win the Premier League title, because I think enough points will be dropped by City and Chelsea between now and the end of the season to secure us that. I think if we win our 9 games, we win the title. I know the same sort of formula could be used for City, we win all your games, you win the title, you know, yes. But I'm just saying that obviously, looking at our 9 games, they're very winnable, you know, and I think it's a really exciting end to the season now for us guys in prospect. But what are your thoughts? Do you think it's too early to say that we could win the title? You know, where do you think we stand at this moment in time? But basically, guys, I just want to say, fantastic performance, fantastic win. Absolutely, seriously, I'm over the moon. I'm going to celebrate tonight, have a really good time, and I hope you all do too. Thank you very much for watching. This is Terence, you know, thank you very much, and this is KopThis. Next match, Cardiff, I'll review that after the game. Cheers, guys. Bye. You'll never walk alone.